Hello there guys, I'm the Lonely Hunter, and this one right here is quite a long game I got on Nuketown. Oh well, while you play headquarters then you can expect to have a really long game, so you will see that at times this game is a bit shaky, at times there is some lag on the screen, there is some screen tearing, and it is just because this game was from the first weekend that this game was released, and it was really early while I was playing that game, so you can expect sometimes to be shaky, sometimes to be laggy, so this is quite annoying. It was quite annoying at the beginning, but then I got used to it, and I can safely say that now that I am playing the game, it is way better. It got improved, and there is no such thing, there are no such issues. Well, I gotta say that I love Nuketown 2025, as I mentioned in another video. It is an ideal map to get good gameplays on, and playing in that one, playing headquarters was really great while I played with a friend, and we had a really great time, we had a blast playing headquarters, and it is a good way to get a really nice gameplay, because when the game is so lengthy, when you have the time you need to get the kills, then you can make a pretty good gameplay, and in this one I got a really good gameplay by killing people and by running around with the MP7, because this is how I play now in Black Ops 2. I just try to run around and to get as many kills as possible. Well, this may not be the best tactic for most people, because yeah, running around aimlessly is not the right thing to do. I suggest that you should pay attention to corners, I suggest that you should pay attention to where the enemies are turning around, and be cautious in your movements and try to take them by surprise. So this is not the good thing to do. But in Nuketown 2025, what can you do other than rush? What can you do other than run? Well, of course you can stay in the balconies, but this is not advisable. So I am running low streaks. I really don't want to run big score streaks, because in Nuketown I want to call them in as fast as possible, because if you get a UAV in Nuketown, it's pretty easy to determine where the enemies are, and you really don't have to look at the minimap, because at some times I found myself, while I was calling a UAV, I found myself that I wanted to press start and look at the whole map, because looking at the whole map would just determine where my opponents would exactly be while I was calling the UAV, because the maps were bigger than that. But in Nuketown 2025 I have no problem with that one. I call in the UAV and I see immediately where the enemies are heading. So in this one right here I have the UAV, I have the hunter killer, and I have also the kinda like the successor of the Predator missile in other Call of Duties. Man, this Predator missile, let me call it like that, it's not as powerful. Well, it was advertised to be quite a powerful kill streak, I guess, because from what I've seen from combat training and from the times that they were live streaming, and look at that one, rubber knife. I am trying to knife that dude. You will see how laggy that game was. He almost took me out that time. You will see that there have been some issues with the lag and with the connection of this game. There is screen tearing everywhere, and of course there are major problems everywhere. The screen is laggy, and you cannot get your shit together. So apart from that, apart from all these issues, the game was really great, and of course using low streaks was the way to go at the time, because nobody was getting big streaks, especially in a map like that. You cannot get big streaks at all, because people will rush you, people will come close to you really fast and really easy and will take you out. So while I was using those streaks, while I was using that kinda like the Predator missile successor, it wasn't as powerful as I told you guys. While I used to see many feeds from that, while I used to see bots dying from that, it is kinda difficult to kill people with that, because people tend to die while you are trying to dive in with a missile, and in the process you cannot take them out, so you lose the kills. Also, this missile, while it separates in smaller ones, it is kinda difficult to find targets, because they can run into buildings, they have the time to do that. So I would suggest that you shouldn't run this one as a smaller kill streak. I really like the death machine, and you may see me run around with the death machine as well. Not in this match, in other matches, because in other matches I unlocked the death machine and I used it a lot, and I believe that it is a really solid streak, because in Black Ops 1 the death machine was kind of a burden. I really didn't like using the death machine a lot, even when I got it with a care package. Well, it was a gift, it was something good to get, but Unfortunately, it wasn't that easy to use, because while you use the death machine you are really slow as a target. In Black Ops 2, while you use the death machine, it's like you are using a normal gun. It's like you're having some fun using a gun that has more ammo than usual, and it was a really fun experience, though you are still slower, but this is not really an issue in Black Ops 2. But the thing is that you don't get full points for your kills, and your score is not increasing as it is supposed to be, so I guess it is fair for that streak. So using the UAVs in longer maps, as I said, it is a pain in the ass, and especially when more and more people are running Ghost. And look at that one again, another rubber knife. Well, what's up with that? What's up with all those rubber knives? And yeah, guys, I am really happy to announce that rubber knifing is here to stay, and it is good thing that in most Call of Duties it was like, don't bring a gun into a knife fight, but now it is, don't bring a knife into a gunfight. It is really the definition of a gunfight right here, because people are trying to use more gun skill, and while they are close to you they will try to shoot you most of the times rather than knife you. Well, I have run into some knifers, I have run into some only use me blades, but you know, there is still some things that need to be said out there, that the knife is not as powerful as it is now. The knife is strictly tied to your connection, and there is no lance to it. So yeah, guys, you will have to get a beastly connection to get the knife working, and of course you have to just, you know, just be cautious and just be careful. Again, I get knifed by that guy, but I miss my knife. There are many instances that I try to knife opponents, and it just doesn't happen for me. So in this one right here, the UAVs, as I told you, and the Hunter Killer Drone. Well, the Hunter Killer Drone, I have to say that it is an awesome streak. I really love it. I get some doubles with it, and the thing is that some people say that it can be countered with Flak Jacket. Oh, well, it can't from what I've seen, because I have used Flak Jacket and I have died a lot with the Hunter Killer Drone. I have died by people calling it in, so it is a really powerful streak. I am glad that it is in the game, and it gets you really fast and really easy kills. Well, it gets you 1 kill to 2 kills. Well, if you can get a triple with that, yeah, well done. But you know, you can get some really cool kills with that one, because it just detects your opponents and it takes them out really easily. So yeah, it is easy to use, it is amazingly great, and what can I say about that? So what I miss from Black Ops 2 right now? Well, I miss one mode in particular that I cannot say that I am playing all the time. I cannot say that I am keen on playing that mode, but I miss really the Sabotage, guys. The Sabotage is not here, and I would really like to see that in a future playlist or something. I would really love to play Sabotage, because it is a fun and solid mode. I guess that, yeah, hardpoint is good, and people can exploit the hardpoint to get more point streaks and to get higher scores, because when you leave a hardpoint, when everybody leaves a hardpoint, then no one owns the hardpoint, and then when it is contested again, you kill the guy, you hop on, you get your points, and so on and so forth, and you are trying to gather as many points as possible, and then the points start to stack up, and you know, then score streaks happen. So, you know, yeah, hardpoint is a cool idea, but I would like to see also Sabotage. Another thing that I wouldn't say that I would totally like is the hardcore modes, guys. The hardcore modes are a bit crazy, I have to say. They are a bit crazy, because while I step into the hardcore mode, I don't know what it is. Is it because of my connection, or is it because of my playstyle? I think it is mostly because of my playstyle, because I don't like to be slower in my movement. I don't like to slow down, and this will hurt me a lot while I play hardcore, just because there are people who are playing slower, of course, who are playing more conservatively, and in hardcore it is mostly one-hit kills, so they will take me out pretty easily. And while you run, of course, if you don't run dexterity on, you have a disadvantage against all those people who are not running at that time. So you have to coordinate your movements, you have to just evaluate the situation while you are entering a building or while you are running, and the other guy is not. So how can you win that gunfight, especially if you are on a lower connection? How can you overtake that guy in terms of you know, aiming down the sight speed? And of course, I have tried different things. I have tried putting on quick draw, I have tried putting on other things like a perk, and of course it makes me faster, but it doesn't make me the fastest trigger in the game. So there have to be things that boost you up, there have to be things that make you as fast as possible. Also, there is a really great attachment that I have discovered, guys. There is the stock attachment that you can put in most of your guns, and it will give you the ability to aim down the sights and move faster while aiming down the sights. Well, it will increase your sensitivity while aiming down the sights. This is basically what it does. So let's say that I am in a 7 sensitivity. Let's say that I am playing on 7 and I have the stock attachment. Then with the stock attachment, it's like I am aiming down the sights and moving like I have an 8 or a 9 sensitivity. It will be way faster, and it will give me the opportunity to take down targets really faster and take down targets more efficiently, because I can stick to enemies really good, and I can move from target to target really easily. But the thing is that while some people have the aim assist, and me included, yeah guys, I have the aim assist, because sometimes the lag, and sometimes while people are moving you cannot hit their targets, you cannot hit their silhouettes. Then you gotta get that sticky aim, you gotta get that sticky aim assist, and it will help you a lot. While you have the aim assist on, then the stock attachment becomes a little bit more useless, because the stock attachment will stick onto an enemy, and then to unstick from that enemy until he dies because of the connection issues, even if the enemy is dead, you will not be able to move on to the next enemy as fast. So again, in a perfect connection setting, in a perfect scene, then you would be able to use stock really well. Another discovery that I have found also, it is the Black Hat PDA, which I gotta say it is an amazing piece of equipment, guys. It does work, and what it does basically, it can steal care packages, it can destroy aircraft, it can hack your enemy care packages, and it can do all sorts of things. The disadvantage to that is that it is not going to last forever. Well, you use it once, it then disappears, and then you have to replenish it with scavenger. So in an ideal setting, in an ideal class setup, it would be engineer, scavenger, and that thing on. So well, you have all these three, then you have the pro tactician class, you are a tactician expert, and you can pretty much hack everything. And I have found a really cool strategy, guys. So well, you have a care package and you want to secure it, and no matter what you want to get it, then what you do? You just throw the care package out of the map. And how do you get it? Then you get the care package by using the Black Hat. While you have the Black Hat PDA, you can get your care package from outside of the map, and that is crazy. That is absolutely amazing, and I truly love it. I don't particularly run care packages, but this is a reason for me to run care packages, because I didn't run care packages in the first place because I got killed in the process of me taking them. So it was really hard to me to maintain a package, and right now using the Black Hat PDA gave me an opportunity to do so. So apart from the equipment, apart from the tacticals and stuff, I also like the unusual guns in the game. I also like the Executioner, which is a pistol shotgun. It is kinda like an extraordinary weapon. It doesn't have such a range such as other pistols in the game. It is kinda exceptional. It is one of its own kind. And there is also another gun. There is the Sekium QCB. I have some gameplay coming up from that one, and it is a really great gun, guys. It is a burst submachine gun, and I truly love it because you have now control over your submachine gun. You have control over your bullets, because submachine guns are a bit uncontrollable at times, because you're spraying and praying, and you can't do anything else but shoot from the hip, or just, you know, spray and pray all your magazine on an opponent. Now you can have more control over your bullets, and this is way greater. So apart from all those, there is also another weapon that is really good, but I didn't have too much of a time to put into that, because it is unlocked later in the game. It is the M8A1, guys, the also known XM8, which is a badass weapon. It is a 4-round burst assault rifle, and yeah guys, it is really effective, but for me, I didn't use it too much. I don't know what the select fire does on it. Does it make it an automatic gun. If it does make it an automatic gun, I would be really happy about it, because I truly love using it automatically, because yeah, 4-round burst, it is kinda unusual, but all those unusual guns in its respective category, then they are making the game more in depth, and they are giving more depth and more enjoyment to the game. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay, guys. 80+ kills on Nuketown. I am out. Peace!